Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor. Week 5 of our 50 words per week. Long journey. A month has gone by now, the 5th week. Let's keep building, let's keep going. Today we have 15 different verbs, 15 different adjectives, and the rest will be objects. Object names. And this set that we're going to cover today, of course, is available on Be Fluent as always, with the first link in the description. Add it to your vocabulary. Practice it with our exercises, not to forget this stuff ever, to have it in your long-term memory, not your short-term memory, but long-term memory. If you're not a member of Be Fluent yet, then check out the second link. 7-day trial is awaiting you for you to try our platform out and see if you like it or not. But let's get going. The first verb is ехать. Ехать means to go by driving. Ехать. And this word ехать is truly remarkable. You will see it time and time again with verbs of motion. It really encompasses a lot of different meanings in just one word, ехать. Next verb is приходить. Приходить is to arrive, and this prefix при makes that arrival. Because ходить by itself means just to walk or to be walking. But приходить means to be arriving somewhere. Приходить. Уметь is to be able to. It's typically talking about a skill. Уметь doing something. So to be able to уметь. Next verb заниматься. Заниматься means to be involved in. But заниматься is truly a unique verb because there's no other verb just like заниматься. Заниматься means to take care of something, to engage in something, to be doing something. For example, заниматься спортом, to engage in sports. So this заниматься спортом is used a whole lot throughout your Russian journey when talking about just simply working out, doing sports. Заниматься музыкой, to engage in music, meaning you study a specific instrument. Заниматься музыкой can be to exercise, to practice music. Another phrase that is very common, заниматься сексом, to have sex. Okay, so you are engaged in the action of sex. I guess that's the best literal translation of this заниматься сексом. As you can see, so many different usages of заниматься that is very common. By itself, this verb заниматься is hard to translate because there's no one word-to-word translation. It's, I would say, to engage in, to be involved in, to do something. Next verb is положить. Положить means to put something, to place something down. Положить. And typically in horizontal position. For example, I can say положить наушники. This is my headphones case. Положить наушники means to place headphones down like that. Because it's a horizontal position, it's not vertical. Положить is used for that. Okay? Next verb is купить. Купить means, of course, to buy, a very common verb. Купить. Not to pay, to buy. Пить is to drink. Пить. I don't know how we skipped this verb to drink. You know what? I just went on my computer to check if we really didn't have пить up until now. But yes, пить means to drink. A very basic verb. I thought that we got it in the first week, but as you can see, there's so many A1 just super basic verbs and words that is easy to just simply skip sometimes. And there's a lot more to learn. We're only covering, this is our, 200 to 220 words. We have about 600 more to go, and there will be words just like this пить that are extremely basic that we still have to learn. So пить means to drink. Нравится is, I would say to like is a good translation, нравится, but нравится means to be appealing. The reason why we translate this as to like is because of a phrase мне нравится, I like, тебе нравится, you like. But the key here really is not to say that I like something, but something is appealing to me. And нравится is that to be appealing. All right, hope that makes sense. Получать means to receive or to get. Получать. Simple enough. Петь is to sing. Петь. It's also pretty simple. Don't confuse it with пить. Пить is to drink. Петь is to sing. Уехать. Уехать means to go away, to drive away without plans to return. We had a similar verb just like that, but now we have уехать when we're using a vehicle to drive away. Уехать. Называться means to be called something. Называться. Without this ся, называть means to call or to name something or somebody. Называться means to be called, to have a name of some sort. Помогать means to help. Помогать. Учиться means to study. Учиться is used to say to study when we don't specify what we are studying. Учиться, this ся at the end, is a reflexive verb. In short, we simply don't need a subject for this verb to be used. If we want to say what we are learning, what we are studying, we say учить, and then we add a subject. But учиться means to be studying without specifying the subject, because the whole action of studying is what's important. Входить means to come in. Входить. This prefix в means to go in, and ходить means to walk, so to go in. Входить. Now let's go over some adjectives that are just as important, and adjectives in our speech describe objects. They don't point to objects, they describe them. Холодный means cold. Холодный. And just like in English, it can be a cold person, it can be a cold object, it can be a cold room. Холодный. Важный means important. Важный. Теплый is warm. Теплый. Быстрый is fast. Быстрый. This double «ы» can be something that is difficult for beginners, of course, but try to pronounce this «ы» as «ы». And to get this «ы» sound, you may not have it in your language, is we say «и», like a double «e», right? Double «e» in English, yeah, «e». And then we simply move our tongue back just slightly. So we say «e» for a long time while moving our tongue backwards. «E». That's it, right here. «ы» sound. «E», sound. So you simply say «e», is the same mouth position, but the tongue is slightly back. Practice this, get this sound comfortable so you can say it on a spot like that without having to do this technique. So just simply memorize the position of the mouth where «ы» sound is strong, and that's going to be your position of the mouth for this sound «ы», and I guess a bit of a pronunciation tip for these videos too. Другой means other. Другой. Other. Левый means left. Левый, like left hand. Левый can also be as a slang something that is not fitting, something that is not needed. Левый. Like левый человек. A person who is not supposed to be there. Левый, okay? Then горячий means hot. Горячий. And горячий is only used to describe objects. Not temperature, not weather, not the way you feel. Горячий describes either people being hot-headed, горячий, or objects being hot. Like if this microphone was hot, горячий, right? So горячий is not used to describe how you feel when it comes to your temperature, when it comes to this room being hot. No, we use a different word for that. Горячий. Любимый means favorite. Любимый. Also, любимый means loved. We can say мой любимый, my loved one. Like maybe a lady can say мой любимый, addressing her husband. Мой любимый. Then we have здоровый. Здоровый means healthy. Здоровый. Also in slang, здоровый means huge. Здоровый. Right? Дорогой means dear. Дорогой also can mean expensive. In other words, дорогой means valuable. It can be a price. It can be a person to you being valuable, being cherished. Дорогой. But of course, for the most part, I would say that the two most common meanings are expensive and dear. Next, умный. Умный means smart. Умный. Плохой means bad. Плохой. Женский means female. Женский or something belonging to a woman. Like женская одежда, woman's clothing or female clothing. Женский. Мягкий means soft. Мягкий. And the last adjective is круглый. Круглый means round. Круглый. This stem круг would mean a circle. So we simply make that noun into an adjective by saying круглый. Now let's move on to some objects or object names in Russian that will all be nouns. Nouns is the largest category of any words in any A1, A2, B1, B2 category. So we're going to have a lot of more time spent on nouns compared to other parts of our speech. So number one is Дверь. Дверь is a door. Дверь. And this word дверь, I would say, is very hard to pronounce because we have this concept of soft and hard consonants in Russian. This letter D is hard, but this V and R, they'll be soft. Okay, because V doesn't sound as V, it sounds as V. So not dver, but dверь. So the V is a bit softer. And this R is not R, is R. And this slight difference between R, it's very minor. And this is something that you can be prepared for to combat in the future. Next, stol. Stol is a table. Right here, I'm behind a table. Stol. Машина is a car. Машина, like machine, машина. Деньги is money. Деньги. And just like in English, деньги is unquantifiable. So деньги is a plural thing that describes money in general. Then we have окно. Окно is a window. Окно. Книга is a book. Книга. Then we have пол, a floor. Пол. Письмо is a letter. Письмо. Школа is school. Школа. Very similar sounding школа. Снег is snow. Снег. Собака is a dog. Собака. I'm not really spending that much time on each word because they describe objects as very literal. It's not really needed for us to break it down or something, so rapid fire. Boom, 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 boom. Гость is a guest. Гость. Similar to English, guest, гость, but ge versus go. Гость. Гость. Врач is a doctor. Врач. Врач. Вещь is a thing. Вещь, typically referring to clothing, but it doesn't have to be. It can be anything, can be called вещь. Бумага is paper. Бумага. As well, like in English, it's more of the material. Бумага, paper. Next we have документ. Документ is a document. Документ. Same exact word, but just different pronunciation, just slightly. Документ. Бутылка is a bottle. Бутылка. Телефон is a phone. Телефон. Самолет is a plane. Самолет. And in fact, самолет comes from two stems. Сам, by itself, лед, to fly. So it flies by itself. Самолет. And банк is a bank. Bank. Again, this difference in pronunciation between b, bank, sound, and bank, more of a sound. Bank. Now you have all 50 words. To study them, add this to your vocabulary with Be Fluent. Right here, we have a whole set. Just click one button and it's added to your vocabulary for practice. So you can practice with different pictures and audios, etc. It's all right here, or keep on watching our YouTube videos with this next one. It's up to you.